Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the news. Before we begin, a quick look at the headlines. BJP Meghalaya condemns alleged police action against students in Ranchi, urges Jharkhand government to address grievances. KSU launched a statewide campaign at Maukirwat over 5 demands, warns MDA2 government not to test its strength. Polish guitarist Marcin Patrzałek praises Shillong's music culture to perform in Shillong on August 12th. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges citizens to hoist a tricolour at home and join Har Ghar Tiranga campaign ahead of Independence Day. The news in detail, starting off with the local news. The BJP Meghalaya has condemned the alleged use of tear gas, water cannons and lathi charge against students protesting in Ranchi over education and employment issues. Addressing the media in Shillong, BJP State General Secretary Wankit Bong Poshna urged the Congress JMM government to address the students' grievances through dialogue and ensure accountability for any alleged police excesses. He also questioned Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's response to the protests and accused the Congress of adopting politics of convenience on youth-related issues.
The Bharatiya Janata Party stands like a rock with the youth and students of Jharkhand. The Congress Party and the JMM government must immediately fulfill the demands of the students. There is also information that it was at the behest of Rahul Gandhi that the students and youth peacefully protesting against job scams and paper leaks in Ranchi, the capital of Jharkhand, were brutally tortured. Rahul Gandhi, you were quick to play politics over the protests at Delhi's Jantar Mantar, but why are you completely deaf to the screams of the students in Jharkhand? Where is Rahul Gandhi's sympathy now? Why doesn't Rahul Gandhi, who shows fake sympathy in Delhi, go to wipe the tears of the students in Jharkhand? Because he has absolutely nothing to do with the future of the students. He only wants to practice the politics of convenience. Where his government commits political atrocities, he adopts a stoic silence, and where he has to bake his political bread, he creates a completely fake narrative.
The Khasi Students' Union has launched a public campaign at Maukirwat over the 5 demands included in its 15-day ultimatum to the Meghalaya government. KSU Assistant General Secretary Pinshai Borlang Rani warned the MDA2 government against testing the union's strength, saying the KSU would continue to fight for the rights of indigenous people and citizens. The union demanded cancellation of the July 31st public hearing on Shree Cement's proposed limestone mining project at Lom Sirman, alleging irregularities during the hearing. Its other demands include immediate implementation of the MRSSA, amendment of the Migrant Workers Act, streamlined recruitment and regrams, and fair recruitment through MPSC and DSCs. The KSU said similar public meetings will be held across several districts as part of the campaign.
Tinangkan jelasan misal menang bagi berpenduk yang publik hearing keba ajak berpendang belum tentang pendan kai keba nak yang kesan tentang syok perhan hadir balaput kini gaji ekor keba kapsan sini mensupan yang ke MRSSA keba arajar kandil tadi kaan keba hadirin bagi simpor bagi yang kata Eastern Bengal Frontier Regulation Act Johnson Fatwas Pak ia pulai kebang juta kita tak ingat permit kajin jai kurun jom sarkar kering dan ini katakan kebang kuat andai ngelapiang bagi muncul yang kita MRSSA arjat hariu banung kot si bentang pun gaji sangat yang diberi jumlah Banget, apa kinaway kinawar iwan sa jala juni, iitang gabin rong, aming injini pat igadili. Natadaw idang kamkaki, yakin ika entry bak exit point, karang yang hangting ako, hakit sudap haman di jaka, mengaku makalong mata, kanikaan, kalong tek, kumtuka, an kebomban binat, habak binat kindan, kaayo kasenjar, natadaw idang kamkaki, yakin ako kajala kajuni.
Polish guitarist and musician Marcin Patrzawek, on an India tour, has expressed admiration for Shillong's natural beauty, vibrant music culture and enthusiastic young audience. Interacting with the media today, Patrzawek said he was impressed by Shillong's landscape, nightlife and live music scene. He also praised the depth of Indian classical music and expressed interest in collaborating with local musicians. Known for his distinctive pulsating guitar style, Patrzawek said his mission is to introduce the genre to a wider audience while creating a broader artistic experience. He will perform at the Marcin Art of Guitar Tour 2026 on August 12th at Lariti Performing Centre, Maukasyang, Shillong.
Why is the airport so far away? That's the first impression. But then I realized, oh my God, we are climbing a mountain right now. So really, it was like I had my phone in the car and I was looking at the map and I see it's like Bhutan is here, is Nepal is here, India is there, and I feel like this is absolutely incredible how far music has taken me. Because let's be honest, Shillong is a remote city, right? Like I mean, it's one of the most remote places I've been to in my life. So this is the first impression. It's very, very exotic. But then getting into the city after like 3.5 hours of driving, I was so impressed that it's like a real city, you know, like it's with the neon lights, you know, the nighttime life, and then Arpan took us to the blues show. It's just like it's like a learning process for me because again I come from a very different country, very different culture, and you don't expect places in such remote locations to be as cool, you know, it's just cool. Even look at this cafe, like how cool is this? Like I could go to this cafe in New York, you know, and it would be great, and I'm in Shillong, so I'm just very impressed, right?
West Jaintia Hills Deputy Commissioner Abhinav Kumar Singh today inaugurated the Natural and Craft Mart at the DC office premises, providing a dedicated marketplace for self-help groups and rural entrepreneurs. The initiative, supported by the District Administration, MSRLS and the District Mission Management Unit, will showcase local products including Lakadong turmeric, red rice tea, honey, spices, processed food and traditional handicrafts. The Deputy Commissioner urged SHGs to maintain quality and ensure regular supplies while highlighting the mart's role in creating sustainable livelihood opportunities and promoting authentic local products.
Officer, yes, what I would also like to request the SHG, as has been said earlier as well, that the products have to be there, the variety has to be there, and the promotion of the same lies with us. The entire team of the DC office, I believe, as well as of the MSLRS department, will help you out to make sure that your livelihood needs are met, and also of the customer, making sure that the authentic products are getting delivered in the time as it is available.
The Meghalaya AIDS Control Society will launch a 2-month intensified HIV awareness campaign across the state from Wednesday, focusing on testing, treatment, prevention and reducing stigma and discrimination. Health Minister Waidlamiki Shilla will launch the campaign at Lady Kane College in Shillong. The initiative will cover all 12 districts with activities in 126 villages, around 3,000 school sessions, 85 college programs and 15,000 door-to-door awareness drives. The campaign will also include public performances, flash mobs and special health camps at district hospitals. Max said the campaign will promote early HIV testing and treatment and provide accurate information on prevention.
And the main purpose of this conference is to brief regarding the intensified IEC, which will be launched tomorrow by Health Minister Shri Waidlamiki Shilla at Lady Kane College at 11 a.m. So the purpose or the main objectives of this intensified IAC is to enhance the awareness in the general population, pregnant mother, the youths, in the peri-urban, the slum, and also in the rural areas regarding the 4 routes of transmission of HIV. So this intensified IEC will be launched tomorrow and will continue for 2 months till 12th October 2026, which will be rolled out throughout the state to all the 12 districts of the state. And through this intensified IAC, we have a specific target that we have to cover. Like we have to cover the 126 villages, then 3,000 awareness which will be done across the school, then 85 awareness in the colleges, 15,000 door-to-door campaign and direct personal interaction, 30 folk performance, 30 flash mob, and 16 special health camp to be held in all the district hospital.
Meghalaya, known for its heavy rainfall, is experiencing below normal rainfall this year, with the India Meteorological Department forecasting similar conditions in the coming weeks. Thangjalal Hauvum, senior scientist and head of office at the IMD Meteorological Center, Shillong, said Meghalaya requires adequate moisture from the Bay of Bengal for a good monsoon, which is currently limited. He said the IMD issues 5-day weather forecasts and 7-day weather warnings, while alerts are also issued in coordination with the State Disaster Management Authority during severe weather conditions. The IMD has urged people to use the Mosam app for real-time weather updates.
This year monsoon has been below normal with large deficit till now, and in the coming weeks it is expected to be the extended rain forecast is expecting below normal rainfall to continue for a few weeks more, and our DT will be updating the outlook for September and end of August again. Yes, for extreme weather events, especially where involved intense precipitations, we always give warning, 5 days warning, and also for the public, in coordination with SDMA, we issue common alert, alerts, impact-based forecasts, and alerts, also CAB alerts.
A look at regional news. Student and activist groups in Manipur, including the JFD Student Wing and Campaign for Just and Fair Delimitation, are holding protests demanding that the National Register of Citizens (NRC) be updated before the census. The groups want the NRC updated using the 1951 baseline, saying it is necessary to identify illegal immigrants. They said the demands have remained unaddressed for around 1.5 years and urged the authorities to initiate dialogue.
Student Wing. We are organizing this demonstration as a human chain in protest against the decision not taken up by both state and central government, which we have already fixed the deadline in August 6th, and later on the decision that has come on after the 2 days consultative meetings that has been held in Classic Grande, Imphal.
What are your demands?
Our demand is simple: no NRC, no census. Until and unless NRC is implemented in the state of Manipur, there shall be no census exercise in the state of Manipur. Our demand is clear, and it's our complete stand.
We are protesting here. We are protesting, demanding no census before NRC, and give us a permission to first conduct NRC before census.
Moving on to the national stories. The NDA Parliamentary Party's weekly meeting, Mangal Milan, was held today at the Parliament House premises in New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, BJP President Nitin Nabin and other NDA leaders waved the tricolour during the meeting. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged citizens to actively participate in the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign ahead of Independence Day on August 15th and pay tribute to the freedom fighters. Sharing a message on social media, PM Modi called on people to hoist the tricolour at their homes and renew their commitment towards building a Viksit Bharat. He said this year's campaign is dedicated to the 150th anniversary of Vande Mataram, celebrating patriotism, national pride and love for the motherland.
आइए 15 अगस्त को आन बान शान से मनाएं, स्वातंत्र सेनानियों को श्रद्धांजलि दें, विकसित भारत का संकल्प लें, हर घर तिरंगा, घर घर तिरंगा, हर मन तिरंगा। आइए हर घर पर तिरंगा लहराइए। भारत माता की जय।
News around the world. Rescue operations are continuing in Colombia after a powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck the country. President Abelardo de la Esperja said at least 35 people were killed and around 700 injured in Valle del Cauca province, while 188 people were reported missing. The earthquake caused building collapses and damage to homes, with authorities stepping up rescue and relief operations. Curfews were also imposed in Cali amid concerns over looting, with additional police and military personnel deployed. Officials have warned that the death toll could rise as search and rescue teams continue operations. NASA has invited the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO to join its proposed moon-based program, signaling deeper cooperation between the United States and India in deep space exploration. The development came during the 9th Civil Space Joint Working Group meeting in Bengaluru, co-chaired by the US Department of State and NASA, as the two countries advance their Trust initiative. NASA's proposed lunar base aims to support scientific research on the moon and help prepare for future crewed missions to Mars. Lastly, news around sports. The district level Spandan League under 18 football tournament organized by the 144 Battalion BSF in Thura concluded today at Don Bosco High Secondary School football stadium. 16 schools with around 1200 players participated in the tournament. Government Boys High Secondary School Thura defeated Rongram United Secondary School 3-0 in the final to clinch the title. DIG SHQ Thura Lalit Mohan Sharma congratulated the winners and encouraged young athletes to uphold discipline, teamwork and sportsmanship. The tournament was organized a part of BSF Diamond Jubilee celebrations and the Spandan program.
देखने के बाद मैं वास्तव में बहुत प्रसन्न और उत्साहित हूँ। दोनों टीमों ने जिस जोश, अनुशासन, मेहनत और खेल भावना के साथ अपना प्रदर्शन किया है वह निश्चित रूप से प्रशंसनीय है। सबसे पहले मैं विजेता टीम को हार्दिक बधाई देता हूँ। आपने पूरे टूर्नामेंट में शानदार प्रदर्शन करते हुए आज फाइनल मुकाबला जीतकर अपनी मेहनत को सफलता में बदला।
Meghalaya State Archery Championship began today at the SAI Centre on the Nehu campus in Shillong, with 118 archers from across the state competing in recurve, compound and Indian round events. The three-day championship is part of the state's preparations for the 2027 National Games, which Meghalaya will host next year. Sports and Youth Affairs Department Secretary Isa Wanda Lalu said the government is supporting sports associations through funding, coaching, equipment and infrastructure. She said nearly rupees 39 crore has been released from the rupees 54 crore sanctioned for sports development. The championship is also serving as a platform to assess and strengthen Meghalaya's archery talent ahead of the National Games.
Nongri, who is also Archery Athletic Association of Savanda.
Today is a great day to be out and to see, a glimpse of what the state sports associations are doing, particularly in view of the fact that, as you all know, we are thick in the preparation for the upcoming national games. As Madam Nongri has stated, the government is attempting to leave no stone unturned to render all possible support to the state associations, be it in procuring the best of human resources and coaches, equipment, developing infrastructure, and whatever else is needed to ensure that the ecosystem in which they train for the national games is one that is conducive and one that will produce medals for the state next year. Through the financial support which has been rendered through the state, almost 39 crores has been released to all the different associations. A total of 54 has been sanctioned. I'm so happy to state that the Archery Association of Meghalaya is one of a handful which has actually, showed deliverables, which has actually achieved a lot in this short period of time. And I congratulate all of you for the wonderful work that you have done.
The Durand Cup enters another crucial phase today, with two matches scheduled in Groups E and F as teams battle for a place in the knockout stage. In Group F, Northeast United FC beat FC1 3-1 in today's Durand Cup clash in Guwahati. Parthiv Sundar Gogoi scored twice in the 10th and 53rd minutes, while Aladdin Ajare added to the third in the 67th minute. Mohammad Ilyas pulled one back for the FC1 in the 71st minute. Meanwhile, in Shillong, Nongse Sports and Social Cultural Club will face Mumbai FC in a Group E encounter at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Shillong. The match is scheduled to kick off at 7 p.m. this evening. Here's the weather report for today. In Tura, the minimum temperature stands at 25 degrees Celsius with maximum temperature at 32 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 86% and the rainfall recorded is 6.7 millimeter. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature stands at 19 degrees Celsius with maximum temperature at 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 86% and the rainfall recorded is 4.8 millimeter. Lastly, in Jowai, the minimum temperature stands at 20 degrees Celsius, the maximum temperature at 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 83% and the rainfall recorded is 4.4 millimeter. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jowai says moderate rain with thunderstorm likely to occur at many places. Before we wind up, a quick look at the headlines once again. BJP Meghalaya condemns alleged police action against students in Ranchi, urges Jharkhand government to address grievances. KSU launches a statewide campaign at Maukirwat over 5 demands, warns MDA to government not to test its strength. Polish guitarist Marcin Patrzałek praises Shillong's music culture to perform in Shillong on August 12th. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges citizens to hoist tricolour at home and join Har Ghar Tiranga campaign ahead of Independence Day. With that, dear viewers, we come to the end of the news bulletin. For more updates, join us tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Until then, goodbye.